Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and today I'm here with an unboxing from Jaded Gem Shop. I have two kits from them that I actually purchased quite a while back, but just haven't had the chance to share with you on my channel, so I thought we could take a look at both of these today. They have some differences that illustrate really well the different things that Jaded Gem Shop has to offer, and they also have a few of my favorite things in the artwork, so just overall, really excited about this video today, and I'll have these, well, at least one of these linked below. I'll explain. The artwork, the kits I'm going to be showing to you today are first Artist in Her Habitat. This is the hand-charted version by the artist Lily's Wonders. And then the one I have here is actually a custom that I got the permission of Anna Dittmann to do, and it is fan art of Loki. So I don't remember what Anna Dittmann titled this exact artwork, but this is the artwork that we'll be looking at second. So yes, Jaded Gem Shop does offer the option for customs. If you were to get a custom diamond painting and it's of artwork that belongs to an artist, you would have to have that artist's permission in order to get a custom from Jaded Gem Shop, which I really appreciate because this shop is all about licensed artwork, making sure that we have the permission of artists and are compensating them for the use of their artwork. And so really important to me and glad to see that that is something that they do. But first, like I said, we're going to take a look at Artist in Her Habitat. Now, I mentioned this is hand charted. Jaded Gem Shop sometimes calls these pixel charted. What this means is that this has been someone has spent a lot of time on it, trying to really translate the original artwork into diamond painting form with a really clean, crisp rendering style where we're really going to be able to make out all the details both up close and farther away. And we'll talk more about that after we open this up. But this is going to be, let's say, 65-ish by 80-ish centimeters. And I think I got this one with square drills, but I'm going to open it up and we'll see. As I'm opening this up, I do want to mention a few things about Jaded Gem Shop that are really important to know. One of the most important things is that this is a small shop, and the Jaded Gem Shop, the owner, actually a month or two ago announced that she is expecting, and so that has affected some of her turnaround times at the moment, but she has tried to be pretty communicative on her website and in her Facebook group. Between that and before that, even just everything kind of going on with delays and fees of what going on, she had switched to some less expensive shipping options that would hopefully avoid us, as customers incurring further fees, which is really helpful, but that does typically mean a longer turnaround time than she used to have. The best suggestion that I have, honestly, is just to keep an eye on her website as well as her social media, like her Facebook group, and that is where I think she's really trying her best to keep people updated with what is going on. So yes, it's not like she's, some of her kits she does hold at stock of, including some of these pixel charted, hand charted kits. There's a section of her website that says ready to ship, and those usually have a bit faster turnaround time, just FYI. So here's a look at this is the render of the original artwork. You can see how it's kind of in pixel, like digital art form. And there is a lot going on here, which is why it is, I think, at this a bit larger size point. This is actually a sticker sheet, and we have a set of pre-cut sticker labels over here. We're going to have 71 colors in total in this piece, so that's pretty colorful. The code you see, this is the DMC code here in this column. This is the code system that most diamond painting companies do use for their colors, and special drills for Jaded Gem Shop are going to be at the end. So M, I think, is going to be metallic, and G is going to be glimmer. We'll double check though. I'm like, is M metallic or is it like a crystal? We'll see. I think it might be metallic. So okay, these are pre-cut in case you want to kit your diamonds up into storage containers. That makes the process go faster. And they do have the quantity, like so the amount of each color here in the far right column. So apparently this dark brown 3371, we're going to have over 10,000 of that diamond in this kit. But I don't know, most diamond painting companies don't include that, but random inclusion from Jaded Gem Shop. This is release paper. It's double-sided. You can use this in place of the plastic cover. If you just don't like the plastic cover, some people prefer release paper or cover paper, sometimes it's called. We'll have our diamonds in here, and I did not get a toolkit, as in like I decided to forego it, which I appreciate that it's optional. I have plenty of diamond painting tools, but they do include a cover minder. It's random, so I have a pineapple. I think there's usually a roll of washi tape that I didn't see, like a roll of jade green washi tape, but I also have plenty of washi tape, so it's not a big deal. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is so cute. So I really love this one a lot because there's a piano in the background, and I play piano. I love all things piano. And I love that she's just like creative artist in her habitat, and the cat that's getting into trouble. Like, I can relate. I'm also a cat person. And I really enjoy this artist's work a lot. I need to actually do a kit by this artist. The artist's name is Lily's Wonders, and Jaded Gem Shop has a few pieces by her. This is my favorite so far, and I love all the details. If you're having some deja vu, I actually purchased this piece when it very first came out, but that was in the non-hand charted version, the hybrid charted version or computer charted version. I think Jaded Gem Shop calls it hybrid charting. Let me explain really fast because I don't want to confuse you. So Jaded Gem Shop has a really large selection of artwork available. The vast majority, well, all of it's available as a hybrid charted version, which is where it's mostly computer charted. It's going to probably have a pretty soft finished effect, and it's going to have more confetti because a human being isn't spending nearly as much time on it. It's usually touched up a bit. The nice thing about those hybrid charted kits is that they're highly customizable, and there's a lot more artwork available in that style. I've done several hybrid charted kits here on my channel and been very happy with how a lot of them have turned out, especially Old Masters kits. Those have been my favorites in that rendering style. Others too, though, like softer artwork tends to translate well that way. So there's the hybrid charted, and they're customizable in that there's lots of different size options. You can add on a bunch of different kinds of special drill types. You know, if you really love glimmer drills, you can add those in. If you really want some crystals, you could check a box to have those added in, that sort of thing. And you could choose round or square drills. On the other hand, so that's all hybrid charted. On the other hand, Jaded Gem Shop has a smaller but growing collection of hand charted pieces. So hybrid charted, hand charted. This is a hand charted piece, sometimes called pixel charted. I know I'm throwing a lot of terms at you. Stick with me if you can. Hand charted pieces, these are the ones that a human being is spending a lot of time on, and you're seeing, even just from the printing on the canvas, very clear details. So it's going to have a crisper, kind of cleaner lines type of finished look. And I'm finding myself personally more drawn to that rendering style. So I destashed the hybrid charted version of this kit that I had originally purchased once I saw that it had been released in this hand charted version, and I repurchased it as a hand charted version. So I will link to the unboxing of the hybrid charted version. I think I did that unboxing. Or maybe, I don't know if I sold it without unboxing it. I'll check. If I did unbox that on my channel before I destashed it, I will have the unboxing linked below. And I'll also have a video linked where I did a really detailed comparison series of the same artwork from Jaded Gem Shop in each rendering style. So you can see side by side what does the hand charted versus the hybrid charted version of the same artwork look like from the shop. So that might help you make a decision if you're on the fence or unsure, like what are the differences? What do I want to go with? Okay, that lecture speech is over. Let's talk more about this kit. I just wanted to give you context. I really wanted to give you context. So features of this kit. If you're new to Jaded Gem Shop, let's talk about it. So branding up here, website and socials there, title and artist name up here. And materials wise, we're looking at a kit that has this kind of short lint, soft lint backing on the canvas, and a canvas that generally lays flat pretty well. I like Jaded Gem Shop canvases, the material and everything. It's a nice weight. It's nice to work on. I don't really have complaints about the canvas. They use a really thick plastic cover, and what is, in my opinion, some of the stickiest, strongest glue of most diamond painting companies that I've worked with. It is a really, really solid glue. Your drills are not going to go anywhere at all. Their kits come with a jade green border to go with the name. And then if you go all the way down to the bottom of the canvas, there's going to be a legend along with a thumbnail and the kind of item code and stuff like that. So you have all this information down here. I am definitely one to use the sticker sheet, use the labels. I'm never going to worry about having to come down to the bottom of the canvas and look at this legend. We're just going to get to work with the labels and call it good. Let me show you up close. You're really going to get to see just how much detail is really clear up close and far away with this at the same time. And you're going to see how much color blocking is really in this. All those clean lines. I think Jade does a lot of the hand charting herself and has like a small team of people that she has help her with it too. And she has really improved over the years. I just recently did a post review of one of the first kits that she hand charted. And just even comparing it, is that symbol that, what is that? It almost looks like a chicken or something. Not a chicken, or like a mask. I can't tell. I don't know if I've seen that symbol before. This is the one I'm noticing right here. Oh, just like, I don't recognize that one. I haven't seen it before. Anyway, yeah, some different symbols, I feel like. As long as I can tell what they are, I'm fine. Sorry, I keep hitting the camera. Anyway, I just did a post review of a kit from Jaded Gem Shop that was one of the first ones she had hand charted, and I just feel like she has come a really long way and does a really nice job with hand charting now. Like, it has definitely improved in my opinion. The face looks really good, I think, both up close like this and once we kind of pull back to look at it in the context of the whole piece. This cat is so cute. A little troublemaking cat. And then the details in the pieces up here as well. So the printing on this canvas looks really clear to me. And here's a great example of color blocking. So color blocking is where you have a lot of the same color in an area like you see here. And you'll be able to use a multiplacer if you want, and you'll have this color in your tray for longer, which means it tends to go faster. The opposite of color blocking is confetti. There's a little bit of it here in the curtains. Confetti is where you have more color changes in a small area, and so you typically are doing more single placing and changing out the color in your tray a bit more often. There were some better examples down at the bottom of the kit, but just generally speaking, with Jaded Gem Shop's hand charted kits, you're looking at more color blocking. With the hybrid charted kits, you're looking at more confetti. And that is one of the reasons I am finding myself preferring these hand charted pieces. And this is not the first one that I have destashed. Hold on a sec. Okay, let me measure that again, because this is listed. I wonder if I think they might have put the dimensions for round drills on the box instead of square, because I think the dimensions say, this is why I measure, honestly. Oh, never mind. I thought I misread. I thought it said 82, and I was like, that's just under 80. No, the dimensions it's listed are 80.25, and I was measuring just under 80 centimeters. Okay, well, it is correct then. And then this way is just under 65 centimeters, and we're listed as 65.25. I'm going to call that true to size. I give companies a centimeter or two of wiggle room. But yeah, that's fine. We have this really, really long bag of diamonds. I feel like usually I'll see these packaged as two separate packages. This is a really long bag. But we do have a unit number that matches with the kit. And let's open this up. Now, this exact kit, and with all the hand-charted versions, at least as of the moment, the hand-charted versions are going to be available in one size. Well, technically two, it depends on what drill shape you get. So if you get this exact artwork with square drills, it's going to come in this size because they're not hand charting it in multiple sizes. They're looking at the artwork, playing around with the renderings and going, what size really just suits what we're going to do with this artwork? It would take a lot more time and money and effort to render this and hand render this in multiple sizes. So if you want this in square drills, in the hand-charted version, this is the size you're going to get. You can, I believe, get it in round drills as well. And if you get it with round drills, it's going to be the same rendering pixel for pixel. There'll be the same number of diamonds that go on a canvas, but the canvas size will be slightly larger. Because round drills are just slightly bigger than square drills are, they take up a little bit more space. And so the same, 10 round drills are going to take up more space than 10 square drills would. So your canvas is going to be a little bit larger, but pixel for pixel, it's going to be the same same rendering of the artwork. I hope that makes sense. So we have strands of diamonds here. The DMC code is printed on the bags. You'll occasionally get stragglers like you see there. The special drills will be at the very end of this grouping of diamonds, but I thought we could just take a look and see what we can see of the drill quality. My experience with Jaded Gem Shop diamonds is that the squares are, generally speaking, solid in terms of quality. What I have sometimes run into, though they are aware of this and are trying to make improvements to this, is that some of the light color diamonds tend to be more trash prone and or have some gapping, which is not my favorite. So that is feedback I have given to this shop, and I believe that they've really they have tried and are trying to work on that with their manufacturer to improve things. That's some special drills. Okay, we'll look at those last. I haven't done a recent release from them really recently, and so I should, just to kind of compare and see, do we feel like those light drill colors have gotten a little bit better? But generally speaking, I do find that their square drills are nice quality. I actually don't know if I've ever done a round drill kit from this shop. I should though, I really should. But at a glance in the packaging, these do look like nice quality diamonds. I'm not seeing a bunch of extra trash. Of course, if there's going to be gapping, you're not going to really be able to tell until you're placing diamonds on the canvas. So that's not something I can like directly speak to. Like I said, the ones that are occasionally problems are the light colors, but it's usually not bad. Here's the last set of colors. This is a really colorful, just everywhere here. This is a pretty colorful kit, so there's a lot of colors going on. These are in DMC order, and sometimes there are multiple bags of these drills, the drill colors. And this 310, which is often the most trash prone color in other companies, but yeah, the dark colors are not the ones that tend to be fussy for me from this shop. Let's talk special drills. So we do have, these are metallics. We have 3 metallic colors, right? No, we should have 4. Let me see. Okay, so it's in the other strand. Perfect. We have this light kind of silver metallic, M318. So that light gray color is what's going to go flat on the canvas, and the metallic finish is obviously what's going to be facing up. So we have a few different metallic colors. We have this brown, M434, and then this gold, M728. Then we have M740, which is a slightly different shade of brown than M434. It's got more of like an orange hue to it. It's more of a true brown. And then our glimmer diamonds have what looks like a fine glitter coating on the top. Sometimes these can be a little bit fussy in terms of quality. I can actually see just a little bit of trash in this bag, like little bits sticking off of a couple of these on the side. I don't know what it is. Sometimes those can be a little bit fussier, but these have a subtle shimmer effect. I do really like the effect that these have on a canvas, and I've always had plenty of extra from Jaded Gem Shop, so that if there are trash drills, when there are trash drills I need to pick out from these colors, I feel like I have plenty, absolutely plenty left over, which helps a ton. We have a little random straggler bag over here of this G3865. So we have 2 of these glimmer colors. This off-white one we have the most of. We have several bags of. Let's take a peek and see where these different special drills are going to be found, and that way you kind of know what to expect. So let me give myself a quick refresher on what our symbols are. Oh, this is easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So before I get started, I did want to mention that one of the nice things about these hand-charted kits is that with the special drills, Jaded Gem Shop actually has a feature on the listings where if you're looking through the different images and you flip through them, you can flip through and see where the special drill placement is going to be in the kit. So this kit will be linked directly below. If you're interested to go and take a look at that, you absolutely can, but I'm still gonna walk through it with you. But also, just if you're looking at other kits from the shop that are hand charted, know that that is a feature, I think, for most, if not all of those kits. So down here in some of these light silver areas, that's where our light silver metallic color is going to be found. It's also in a few silver parts of this, I think it's a stool, with some like jars on the top. There's some of that silver color there. This yellow color, the pages, that's going to be our really light yellow glimmery diamond. It's all through these pages. And it's also this little yellow color that's in her necklace, as well as this kind of yellow color that's highlighting on the side of her face, as well as this highlighting color on the side of her hair. The light yellow color in the cat is going to be that yellow glimmer diamond. It's really pale yellow, to be fair. And then the yellow in the plants over here without the glare on the edges, that's going to be our light yellow glimmer diamond as well as this light yellow color. And then as we look over in the windows, all of this light, this white color, the light's coming through the windows there and over there, that's our off-white glimmer color. So that color really is subtle enough that it's not like it's going to be really in your face. It's just going to give a little bit of shimmer that I think is going to look nice as like light that's coming in through the windows. I think this is going to be nice. I've seen this color a lot in Jaded Gem Shop kits, and I do think it works pretty well. The off-white color is also this white color on the back of the cat, so we have a little bit of extra highlight there. And then our other 3 metallic colors. So basically the ones that were not the light silver. So remember we had the gold metallic, we had the brown metallic, and then we had the brown that had like a slight orange hue to it. All 3 of those metallic colors are in the frames of these pictures, and it's kind of freely mixed together. Let me see. Yeah, the gold metallic was, okay, it was number 3. So if you look up close, we're talking about numbers 2, 3, and 4. So if you look in this picture frame, you see all 3 of those colors. The number 3 is the gold metallic. The number 4 is the brown that has an orange hue to it. And then the number 2 is more of that true brown color. There's a little bit of blur on some of these number 3s. I can still make them out, but it looks like the printer was maybe just a little fuzzy there. I didn't notice when I was originally looking through it, but yeah, there's a little bit there. So all of those metallic colors in various parts of these frames. This one has the gold. No. This one has the 2 brown shades of metallic in this frame. This has all 3 of those, the browns and the gold, and the same over here in these colors. Okay, that symbol is hard to read. A dark brown color in her hair. Yeah, a tiny bit fuzzy in some of these symbols. I'll have to share that feedback just as an FYI, though I did get this a while back. I wonder if that's that one right there. I'll have to go through and look. Process of elimination, maybe? Yeah, must be that one. But anyway, that is what we're looking at as far as the special drill placement in this one. So yeah, all the metallics, well, the gold and the brown metallics are up in the frames. The off-white is the light coming in through the windows. That light yellow color is the pages and some of these yellow highlight colors. And then the silver was over in the vase is over there, as well as, is this like a record player, I think? Or whatever. I need to look at the original artwork. Where is it? No. It's a little like artist box with like paints and stuff. There's some of the silver there. That makes sense. Oh, this is jars. This is paintbrushes. I just needed to look closer. Sorry, you guys. Anyway, this is Artist in Her Habitat by Lily's Wonders from Jaded Gem Shop and is part of their hand charted collection. Though if you do want to get it in a different size or have that softer rendering style, it is also available as the hybrid charted version too. So give me just a moment to pack this one up and I will grab the Loki custom for us to take a look at together next. All right, so next up we have the God of Mischief himself. And I got this one in 50 by 75 centimeters. I don't think it's going to look this like elongated. I think this is just the printing of the image, but we'll see when we open this up. Like I said, this is a custom. That's not to say that this couldn't potentially end up in Jaded Gem Shop's like storefront as a regular kit. That has happened sometimes depending on the artwork. But I'm not sure for this one. I know that Anna Dittmann is an artist that Jaded Gem Shop has a lot of licensed artwork with, and I've seen some completed. None myself, but I've seen some completed, and they look really nice with Jaded Gem Shop's hybrid rendering style, which is what this one is also going to be. And I really like that Anna Dittmann found a home at Jaded Gem Shop after DIY Moonshop closed down, and I think that the art style really suits this hybrid rendering, so I'm excited to see this one though. Here's a look at the original artwork again, And when it's a custom, you get to get some mock-ups from Jade that will be, here's what this can look like at different sizes, and you can decide which one you like the look of best for just what you're looking for, whatever your price point is, whatever kind of detail you'd like to work at, that sort of thing. And so I liked kind of what it looked like the rendering would be like at this size point. This is gonna have, looks like 44 colors. I did not have any special drills charted in at the time. I wasn't necessarily looking to spend more, because having additional special drills charted in when it's a custom or a hybrid rendered kit does cost more. It's the hand charted kits where the special drills that are charted in are included as part of the price. They're not optional. It's just they've decided the special drills to go with that. So I didn't have any added in. I just thought, let's do it as is and see how that turns out. So 44 colors in total, lots of shades of, looks like greens, grays, lots of blues too. Let's get a look at this, and I have a feeling you're going to see pretty quickly, especially when I show you up close, how different this one is. I can already see a ton of confetti, and the way my heart rate just like went up a little bit, because I'm just like, oh, that's a lot of confetti. We also have some packaging differences when it comes to the diamonds, which I will try to explain. I feel like sometimes this varies a little bit, and I want to make sure I'm not giving you completely inaccurate information. We do have a cover minder as well as a roll of washi tape, and that is typically pretty standard. And once again, with this one, I did not get a toolkit because I didn't feel that it was necessary. So this, if you're looking at it, I know we're upside down here, don't panic, because this looks like it's going to have kind of that, a little bit of that photo negative effect, where when you're primarily seeing the symbols, this is not giving you a good sense for what the actual colors on the canvas are going to be. So, like you're mostly seeing like the whites of these symbols, but the actual color when it's down is going to be darker than that. So that's why we're really not seeing a ton of detail, which don't worry. I see that and I'm like, ooh, is that right? But I really think that it's because there are a lot of dark colors here, but because we're seeing the symbol color, like the white, I'm saying this for you guys as much as myself, to be clear. This light color, it's like that, but that's not actually going to be a light color once the drill's coloring. It's gonna be that darker color that's in the background. So I have done some kits from Jaded Gem Shop that have this more photo negative effect of the printing on the canvas, and they do tend to turn out really cool. It's almost like getting to see the artwork come to life in front of you, which is really cool. And I will link, I'll have plenty of links below of reviews I've done from kits I've completed from them. If you're going back and looking at some of the earliest post reviews I did from this company, it's going to have this kind of effect. So this is a custom, like I said, and it's even labeled as such up at the top, and the artist is Anna Dittmann. I did have the artist's permission to get this artwork as a custom. It's not the first custom I've gotten from Jaded Gem Shop either, and I do like their process. It can be, especially right now with everything she has going on, it can be a little bit longer turnaround time to hear back from her and coordinate on things. And here's the thing. If that's not something that you're wanting from your diamond painting company experience, that is completely fair. You do not have to go that route. I'm just trying to let you guys know what to expect up front so that you don't go into it expecting like super, super fast, like turnaround time with getting your kit and like crazy fast, you know, turnaround time with like hearing back necessarily and getting mock-ups. Again, I know it's not ideal, and I know that Jade knows that it's not ideal and is actively working to try to improve this, but this is the reality of where they're at right now, and just wanted to make sure I'm letting you guys know that so you know what to expect. This was, again, something I got purchased quite a while ago, and I'm just now getting the chance to unbox with you. Anyway, features of this kit are otherwise going to be very similar or identical to the other in terms of the canvas material, the plastic, the glue, where the legend is. All those things are going to be the same. Let me show you this confetti up close. This is truly the definition of confetti, and this is going to take me probably significantly longer to complete than Artist in Her Habitat, the first kit I showed you. Even though this is quite a bit smaller, really. I mean, this is like 50 by 70-ish, and the other was like 60 by 85-ish, or 60 by 80-ish. So yeah, no, this is going to be a lot more of an undertaking because all that confetti is just going to take me a bit longer, but it tends to be worth it. I'm really hoping this is going to turn out. I never really know sometimes with this rendering style, but I'm cautiously optimistic. And with customs I've done in the past, my experience has been that it does turn out pretty true to the color of the digital mock-ups that they send over. And so you can use that as a pretty good starting point for what to expect. Now, I want to measure this just to be sure, because I'm just curious here. Okay, 50. Yeah, it is 50 by 75, isn't it? Yep. We are 50 by 75. I don't know why I thought 50 by 75 wasn't quite this like long and lean, but I don't know what I was thinking. As far as drills go, these are packaged differently, and I feel like a lot of their made to order, their hybrid kits, their drills are going to come packaged like this instead, where instead of the long strands that are a little bit more consolidated, these are going to see a lot smaller packs of diamonds, and they're not all attached to each other like the others were. By that I mean different colors attached to each other. Instead, each color is going to really have its own strand. You're also going to be looking at different sizes of bags. This is not my favorite. I don't love having to kit up with these tiny bags, but for me, it's not a deal breaker either. It's just kind of like, I don't love it. So like this color, 3864, we have like a large bag of it and then some of the small bags. So when I'm going to kit this diamond painting up, I'm going to pull out all of the colors and organize them by DMC code so that I know for a fact like how big of a container I'm going to need, how many there are of each color, so that I'm able to organize when I'm kitting up a little bit better. Since there's no special drills in this one, I think, and because we're looking at the same kind of square drill quality and stuff, I think I'm primarily just going to pull these out to you to show colors and big bunches instead of individual, like all the individual strands. I hope that's okay. I think this will just be a little bit easier. We do have some of these lighter colors. I hope that these are not too trash. Well, I hope they're not too gappy. But this is definitely a kit that has more like darker colors, except for this one kind of glowy spot here. This could be an interesting one to add maybe some of my own enhancements to. I'm thinking specifically this area, which in the original artwork, it's so stylized. It's like almost this sunburst kind of area. Let me show you again real quick. But it's got such a striking look to it. Like a little bit of like glow here. Like some ABs or maybe some like glimmer diamonds there might be a nice addition. Yeah, this is definitely like not your mama's Loki kit. I've done a few different Loki kits over the years. I've done like the Manny Manzano version as a cross stitch conversion. I did one that was from Diamond Art Club that looked like it was straight out of the comic books, and this, I think, is my third or fourth kind of Loki I've had in the mix to potentially work on in a different style. And I love that there are so many different kind of art styles to, play with and try out, and different artists' takes on our God of Mischief. So these dark blue colors, there are more of. I like the purples. I don't necessarily normally look at this and think that there's going to be is that like 550 probably? Yeah. I don't normally look at this and think, oh, there's going to be purple, but apparently there is. Lots of blues and grays too. So that's what we're looking at colors wise. Yeah, the loose drills like this and the like lots of tiny bags to work with. Like I said, not my favorite. You'll hear me fuss about it just a little bit when I do these unboxings from Jaded Gem Shop that are more like the hybrid or the made to order. But again, it's not a deal breaker for me. I'll power through it. It's fine. So what I'll do is I will have the custom listing for Jaded Gem Shop linked below if you'd like to take a look. Like I said, Jaded Gem Shop does require that you get the permission of the artist before they'll produce your kit as a diamond painting. And they actually require you to submit like a copy of written permission. So for me, what that's looked like, in the past has been a screenshot of a message from the artist's official account or something like that, where it's obvious that's like, Katie has permission to use this artwork as a diamond painting from Jaded Gem Shop. Like, it needs to be pretty clear that you have their permission, and then Jaded Gem Shop will then get you some mock-ups for different size options and whatnot, and then you can decide which you would like to go with. So, like I said, that process can take a bit of time. So I like to go into it with lots of patience, and just wanted to make sure you know the same. And it's been a minute since I've checked the custom listing on Jaded Gem Shop's website to see what all the information is there in terms of if she says what the turnaround time typically is there. But hopefully, you do hear back as quickly as she's able to get back to you. But I am excited to have another custom from them, and one of my favorite characters and fandoms. So that is Loki from the artist Anna Dittmann. And you could take a look at the other pieces from Anna Dittmann that Jaded Gem Shop does have to offer too, that are just available for anyone to order. But that is it for today's Jaded Gem Shop unboxing, you guys. Take a look. Like I said, the description box is going to have just a veritable mountain of video links. There's going to be a lot of different reviews of completed Jaded Gem Shop kits, which, if you're like me, unboxings are great and all, but really seeing a review where I get to look at the completed kit and go, okay, this is what it actually looks like. This is what this person is saying about their experience of working on this kit. That is just so valuable, I feel like, compared to unboxings. So take a look at those. There's a lot of different kinds of kits from Jaded Gem Shop represented, different rendering styles, that sort of thing. So hopefully you find that really helpful and a good jumping off point. There's also going to be some unboxings if you want to see some other kits that I've gotten from this shop in the past. They are a shop that I have a lot from, in large part because, in spite of some of the things that I've said are a little bit like, I wouldn't call them cons necessarily. I guess you could, but like some of the like slight drill quality issues, some of the gapping, or like lots of confetti or longer turnaround times. These are all things that are not personally deal breakers for me, because I love everything else about the quality. The weight is worth it for me. All these other things are fine with me. Also because I love the artists that the shop has to offer. For me, it's all about, do I love the artwork that I am working on? And Jaded Gem Shop has just licensed with some artists that I absolutely am obsessed with their work. And so that is why I do have a lot from the shop in my collection, and have worked on a lot from the shop, because I just really dang love the artwork that they have. And especially now that they're doing all this hand charting, it's like, okay, they're ticking all the boxes for me. So anyway, I'm going to stop chatting your ear off. I hope this unboxing was helpful and fun for you. Thank you for joining me, and please subscribe if you want to see more diamond painting videos from me. I have do a variety of things on my channel, including unboxings and reviews from a variety of different companies, weekly whip and chats, and other diamond painting related videos. For example, just last week I put up a video talking about diamond painting lingo 101. I've thrown a lot of terms at you today, like confetti and color blocking and charting and all these kinds of things, trash drills. If you want just kind of an overview of what even are some of these terms all in one place, other terms you might run across, go and take a look at that video. You maybe will find it helpful. At least I hope so. But either way, thank you so much for watching. I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments below. I hope you're doing very well and that you have a day and a week that's as wonderful as you are. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.